I'm starting with Painterly. This is a MAC Cosmetics paint pot. This is Wedge. I worked at MAC for 6 years, in case you're wondering why I have so many MAC makeup products. So I'm just applying the Wedge eyeshadow directly to my crease. Now I'm going to use a color called Satin Taupe, MAC's 239 brush. So I'm just going to apply it directly to my lid. I'm going to use a color called Brun. I'm going to apply it to the outer corner and right in the crease as well. And I'm going to go with the Brun, again, the same dark brown color, just right in the corner right here and into the crease. Kind of like a warm, medium brown. And with the same brush, I'm just going to pat it into my crease. You want to make sure that everything's really well blended because we don't want any harsh lines. That's the first sign of amateur makeup. And we're not amateur. Back to the 239 brush, I'm going to use Carbon, patting it just on the outer corners of my eyes. As you're seeing here, you're getting kind of a dark to light to dark gradient, and that's exactly what we're going for. Anywhere that you put a darker color is going to recede, and anywhere you put a lighter color or shimmery color is going to kind of pop out a little bit more. You can never blend too much. If you aren't sure if you've blended enough, then blend a little bit more. I'm going to use a color called Wood Winked. So I'm just putting it right back on the area that we already had highlighted with the Satin Taupe. I like Voluminous by L'Oreal, and I always use waterproof because I'm one of those people that gets the smudges under my eyes. It's super annoying. I like a lot of mascara, FYI. So we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna take this 227 brush, some medium plus mineralized skin finish, and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. You want to overlap the darker smoky part slightly because that's part of blending. Makeup always looks really weird until it's finished, so just keep that in mind. This is 224 and I love this for contouring and blending with the Uninterrupted. I'm going to go over the Wood Winked a little bit. I'm just patting. When you pat color over color, it makes the lines nice and soft. I'll move on to some eyebrows since I don't really have much going on there. Spiked. Your eyebrows are very important because they essentially shape and frame your beautiful eyes. So you want them to be fab. This is just Maybelline waterproof liquid liner. I personally don't use foundation, but if you do use foundation, I recommend doing it before you do your concealer so that you're not just wiping your concealer away once you put your foundation on. This is NW30 Select Cover Up. I use a couple of different concealers. Now with concealer, you pat. You don't drag, okay? So make sure that you're just stippling your middle finger. I like to use my middle finger. And you bring your concealer down to your mid-cheek. Now I'm going to use NC42 Select Moisture Cover. And I like this one because it's really nice and hydrating, and the skin around my nose tends to be a little bit drier. CC Color Correcting Loose Powder. It's kind of a light yellow color. And I'm just going to pat. It's not going to make you look like a cake face, I promise. This is my skin secret. It makes me feel like my skin looks flawless. And it's not heavy. And it's buildable. And this is what I'm going to use to contour. I learned this in makeup school. I don't do this, but maybe it'll be helpful for some of you. If you open your mouth, you'll see and feel a bone that kind of just pops out there. That's where your contour should start. And you don't really want to go too far past your eyebrow. that's what we're gonna do. You can see it there. Right there. Now, this is a little harsh for my nose. I'm going to use Wedge again. Same brush though. Now, I like to bring my contour up into my eyeshadow. Some people don't like to do that, but I find that it works for me. I never wear this much makeup. I'm going back in and I'm going to highlight my nose. Just the bridge. Now I'm going to highlight under my eye. And cheekbones. And you can just go over everything, just a little bit. Blend, 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 blend. Now, I'm going to go back to the brown, the dark brown eyeshadow. And I'm going to drag that under my lash line. I'm going to use Carbon, the black eyeshadow. Same thing, I'm going to drag it a little under my lash line. We can't forget blush. We haven't done any blush yet, and can't do a makeup without having some blush. So I'm going to use Margin from MAC. Okay, now Kim has a very neutral lip. What do we have here? Cherish. I love this lip gloss. This is Afterglow by Serpentine Beauty. Okay, I don't know if you can see, I kind of changed the angle, but this is a better representation of the finished product. Let you see my eyes. I am still a little blown out in this lighting, but I hope that you learned something. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. And if there is a makeup look that you would like me to try next, then please let me know in the comments. Thanks so much, guys.